Hello, welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Tuesday, June 13th. Here's what you'll see in this briefing. Flooding continues to be our biggest threat today and through the upcoming week. For today, showers and thunderstorms will continue, and they will continue at least until Wednesday. There is some heavy rainfall potential for today nearly everywhere in our forecast area. Heavy rains on Wednesday, though, will be limited to the eastern half of our forecast area. We're expecting conditions Thursday through Saturday to be drier with mostly just showers. There is a chance for some thunderstorms to return on Saturday, but it is very limited areas. And there is a better chance of showers and thunderstorms for Sunday afternoon. So let's open up with our satellite image. You can see here pretty good cell during the late night hours, dissipated during the overnight, and all this blue cloudiness means it's very low. A lot of it is what we call stratus and fog potential there. And this is just moisture available to bubble up and become thunderstorm activity later on this afternoon as the day heats up. All right, so for today, you can see there is a minor risk with the showers and thunderstorms today. The thunderstorms will be characterized mostly with very heavy rains, which could lead to some flash flooding or minor flooding issues. On Wednesday, you can see the showers and thunderstorms will be more limited to places in the south and east, as places like Lost River, Wood River, and Sawtooth have no serious weather conditions expected. And even in the Magic Valley and Snake Plain, the only thing expected really is winds. And then there's a chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially in the northern end of the Snake Plain as you get closer to Rexburg. On Thursday, it sort of flips, and it's slight chance showers is limited to places like the southeast highlands and eastern highlands, and then over the mountains, the Lost River area and Lemhi County, so sort of the northern end of the central Idaho mountains. On Friday, there's even less activity, limited to the highland areas. And then on Saturday, the slight chance of showers and thunderstorms does crop up again everywhere, with the exception of the Magic Valley and the South Hills. But again, notice this is a slight chance. This slight chance was not in our forecast yesterday, so we really got to monitor that out and see if those will remain or they could disappear and it could become stable again. So we'll have to monitor that for now. So the biggest issue is the flooding. Here's a big Lost River below Mackay Reservoir, where we do have a flood warning in effect now, and you can see it stays at flood stage through most of this forecast period, which is in the purple graph line. Here's a big Wood River at Hailey. It is expected actually to go up after yesterday's rainfall that they received, and will peak again in a potentially moderate flood tomorrow morning. But you can see it's going down quickly. We are losing a lot of the snowpack, and that is helping this response to be very quick in both directions. The Portneuf River at Pocatello, you can see staying into the weekend at flood stage. Topaz, the same thing there, only that's through the entire week. If we go to the Big Lost River, it is expected to once again get above flood stage, even though we're sort of right now in what we call action stage. It is expected to rise again in the morning hours tomorrow. But you can see there also they're running out of snow. And so once this rain stops, there is hope that the river stages will start to decline. Here's Bear River at the border. You can see here it might be staying at action stage. It gets very close to flood stage, though, once again here on Thursday morning, so we'll have to watch that. But we currently still are keeping our warning in effect because of that situation. Antelope Creek, which is part of the Lost River drainage, you can see there also that is staying at flood stage, observed through today. And we don't foresee any changes there until the rain really stops up there, which hopefully will be tomorrow morning. All right, here was the lightning yesterday. You can see quite a bit of it south of McCammon and Oakley, and then another moving through the Idaho Falls area, where we actually even had a flood advisory out yesterday afternoon. And you can see how it was moving was mostly to the southwest, and so you can see those storms continued off into the craters of the moon and the lava beds. Here are the temperatures expected this morning. A lot of upper 40s, lower 50s, which has been pretty common the last couple of days. Here's our forecast. This is what it will look like at around 10 o'clock our time, or excuse me, 6 a.m. our time. Showers and thunderstorms again for our area with the low pressures hanging around. And the general thunderstorms you see is a widespread area, including western Wyoming, northern Idaho, or northern Utah, and all of southern Idaho. And those storms will be characterized not by hail so much and winds, but by the excessive rainfall. So there is a risk of flash flooding occurring. It's not big, but it's not zero. It's about 5 to 10% or so, as shown by this marginal risk green coloring, green shading over the entire state pretty much. Okay, so how will the rain progress today? We're looking at light rain during the mid-morning to late morning hours. It's pretty peaceful right now, with the heaviest rain being in Cassia County. This afternoon, you can see it intensifies, especially over the eastern highlands and over the Wood River Basin. This evening, the focus pushes a little bit to the east more, especially into the northeast in the Island Park region. And then late tonight, it will start to tail off, but still going pretty good in that same area, basically all the eastern highlands, at least north of Soda Springs. The high temperatures today will be slightly cooler than they were yesterday, 2 to 5 degrees. Temperatures on tomorrow morning, you can see with cloud cover still staying pretty mild, even Stanley sticking around at 41 degrees. And then here's the forecast for tomorrow, Wednesday. You can see that pretty strong, well-defined cold front should move through, and that will limit the showers and thunderstorms to the eastern portions of our area, as it will already have moved through a lot of the central Idaho mountains. Although you can see here, Mackay County still expecting showers and thunderstorms. And so here it is, Wednesday morning, starting off fairly light with the exception of the, again, the eastern highlands and southeast highlands. That continues in the afternoon. You can see it finally ends over Mackay County for the most part. And then by Wednesday evening, it's very limited locations here in Idaho. The other thing coming in with that front is some pretty good wind. Here's winds in the morning. These are morning winds. You can see some spotty areas in excess of 40-mile-an-hour gusts and widespread 35 to 40 in the Snake River Plain, and that expands and intensifies during the afternoon. This is when it's going to peak. You can see widespread areas of 40 to 50 miles an hour gusts, especially over INL and craters of the moon and the Arco Desert. But even in the more heavily populated areas, 35 to 40 mile an hour gusts are expected. And you can see here by Wednesday evening it starts to tone down, but still pretty windy throughout. And then after midnight, we are looking for things to get below 30 miles an hour in terms of gusts. High temperatures for Wednesday, you can see a little bit cooler with the cold air mass now moving in place. Fortunately, it's offset a little bit by the amount of sunshine we'll be getting. And then relative humidity on Wednesday, you can see, in the afternoons lately, we've been in excess of 40% relative humidity. You can see here, though, that it is starting to crash rather quickly. We'll be in the 20s, and even places west of Shoshone and Jerome is in the 15 to 20% range. So there are some teens out there. And Thursday morning, overnight lows, you can see they're starting to get colder. It's more 40 degrees. We're losing a lot of the 50-degree overnight lows in the Snake River Plain, Eastern Magic Valley. You can see widespread 30-degree temperature ranges in the central Idaho mountains. And here's the outlook for Thursday. So you can see the high pressures moving in. All of that low pressure has moved off to the west. There are potentially some showers over the central Idaho mountains, but it's not very much. Here's where it is in the morning, and then by the early morning hours or late night on Wednesday night. And then in the morning hours, it's pretty much wrapped up. And then on 6 p.m., again, not a whole lot for us, really. High temperatures on Thursday. You can see here they're sort of leveling off. Maybe get a little bit warmer in the central Idaho mountains as the air starts to modify a little bit. Low temperatures, though, still 30s for the central Idaho mountains and 40s, solidly 40s for the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number here, or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.